think I need to capture the third number to get this Charmander. Okay, Damien. Fine. Yes, the infamous trainer that is part of the Mew glitch back in Gen 1. I love how that character was just there for that heartbreaking episode, and then we never saw him or heard from him again. Probably for the best, but at the same time, you know, it would have been interesting to see like a rivalry pay off at some point. It's like, you gave up on this, and now it's the Charizard. Now what? Hey. Low-key, I actually like Venonat. It's just... problem is, it's not particularly great. That was later, but still. Yeah, Charizard that did go toe-to-toe with legendary Pokemon. I believe it tied with an Articuno, but hey, that's still an accomplishment. Oh yeah, it also went toe-to-toe with that Illusion Entei, although the movie's canonicity is very questionable. An Entei that was far stronger than Entei actually is. No disrespect to Entei, but still. Oh yeah, that's right. Even the main cast there at one point, because they were like, when Todd Snap was looking for an Articuno, they were like, hey, I remember seeing an Articuno in the Orange Islands. I think they also mentioned Lugia. So I'm just going to go on a bit of a catching spree, just capture a bunch of random Pokemon that pop up. So I can increase that counter. Also, did anyone ever hear the theory about Venonat and Caterpie switch at the last second. Because doesn't Venonat look more close to Butterfree? And then Venomoth looks like a Pokemon that would come from Caterpie instead. Yeah, let's go to the next route. Get a little more variance. You know, it would be funnier if that did happen because of the Magikarp the Dragonite would have been way more ironic. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's already ironic how it goes from a pathetic weak fish to Gyarados. Also, the fact that Psyduck and Golduck got switched. Because it would make more sense for what we know Psyduck to be called Golduck, because it's literally a golden duck. Right on the bill. And then Golduck looks more psychic than Psyduck does. Although I think it was different in Japanese. One thing I always enjoyed about some of the earlier gen games was, like, your last Pokemon uses self-destruct. I can't believe I lost to you! Wow, that's pathetic. Especially if you want to capture this Graveler and then it uses self-destruct, or even worse, if the Graveler is shiny. And then decides to use self-destruct. That's one of the most soul-crushing things that can happen to you in Pokemon. You find a shiny that can explode, and it does. I actually had that happen to me. It was one of the encountered Electrode back in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. It was shiny. I threw an Ultra Ball at it. It failed, and then it used self-destruct. Needless to say, I didn't pick up the game for about 2 weeks after that. I was very upset, and rightfully so. Also, I need to capture these Meowth for another side quest.
Meowth, that's right.
Hey, there's another one. Also, anyone remember how broken this Pokemon was in Gen 1? Well, in particular, its evolution was, but still. Because back in Gen 1, critical hits were determined by a Pokemon's speed. Meaning that if you use Slash from a Persian... Ah, darn it. But if you use Slash on a Persian, it's guaranteed to be a critical hit. It was one of the meanest strategies back then. Also taking advantage of specifically the special stat. So, Pokemon like Tauros and Snorlax were horrifying back then. I love how Pidgey are giving me trouble now. That's not how this works. Alright, how many do I have now? 6, 12, 18, 20... Wait. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30... 35. Well, even still, to this day, if you capture the Snorlax in Fire Red, Leaf Green, or even in this game, it is a very good special tank. May not have a good special attack stat, but special defense is very good, so it's a good answer for Sabrina. Plus, it can learn Bite and Crunch, so you'll have something to retaliate with. Oh, I forgot that this was here. I've never used the X items, even though I should. I know that they're actually useful. Normally. One thing about getting to Celadon City, well, after you defeat Surge, how it works is the order is kind of ambiguous. Oh, come on, I'm aiming that way. Has anyone ever thought that maybe motion controls were a mistake? I'm wasting so much time on this thing. Let's move on. I should have just gone on like a catching spree back in the Viridian Forest. I completely forgot you had to have a certain amount of Pokemon to get this Pokemon or another. I know I can get back there, but it's not really worth it right now. Yes, because that is 10 times more annoying than sleep powder. Because they can actually wake up from that. Paralysis is, unless you are an electric type or a grass type, is pretty much permanent in battle. So that only accounts to Thunder Wave. If you use Stun Spore, it still works. That's part of the reason why I've always run Thunder Wave in some way. It also makes the Pokemon you're trying to capture easier to capture. Just, again, bear in mind, it does not, as of Gen 6, it doesn't work on electric types, and obviously it doesn't work on ground types. This is why whenever people try to troll me by using Thunder Wave, I always pack an electric type, because, that makes it so you can't do anything to me. One time, when I played this game, I literally sat here and did this until I had a Gyarados. Let's see, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 37, 40. 10 more. Because I haven't sent any Pokemon to the professor yet, so what I have is what I have. Ah, yes. So that Bellsprout dropped Mighty Candies. That is the first point about this. So, Eevee training is not traditional in any way. How it works now is you get a certain amount of candies based on how many Pokemon that you capture, and I believe that the cap is lower than normal Eevee training, but because of that, it gives you more stats. Oh, come on. I doubt it, but I wonder if it counts evolutions. I know I definitely qualify for the Bulbasaur, but that's not what I'm after. Oh, come on. Alright. Enough of this noise. So, yeah, you're not going to really see me doing a lot of that in this playthrough. I'm going to be doing that off screen because it's so much easier to deal with. Now, I will say beforehand, I actually want to show you an interesting Easter egg when we get there. But yeah. Trainer battles didn't really give me that much experience, and if you notice, I'm getting a lot more experience from catching the Pokemon. So, 6 more. That's the only other thing I have. Only other problem I have with this game is the experience from trainers is nada. It's not very good at all. You get all your experience from these wild all these wild captures, which I think is a questionable design. I'll just put it that way. I suppose I haven't found an Abra yet. Hey, another Meowth. Unless they moved Abra to a different route, I think they did. Four more. Well, 3 more, because the Bulbasaur counts. Because I could just go and get the Bulbasaur. Oh, come on. I don't want to use the Nana Berries unless I absolutely have to. And these Pokemon are not a reason for it. Four viewers, huh? Be nice if all of you could say something. Actually, that doesn't matter now. I just need people tuning in. Okay, just need one more Pokemon. All right. Hey, my Magikarp isn't useless anymore. Not that it matters now. I should probably sell those nuggets and Stardust I have. It's 40. Oh my gosh. How did I miscount? Right, because the Eevee technically doesn't count. Details, details. A friend of mine, well, former friend of mine, and I used to play Pokemon all the time. And he would always have his bag, like, full of nuggets. I'm like, bro, why aren't you selling those? He was like, I'm saving them. For what reason? Saving them for your rainy day fund or something? I guess. Yeah, definitely worse than that. Oh, that was pathetic. That's equivalent to me just going, whatever. Yes, because in some games too, potions are way more expensive than they should be. I'm going to strangle him. And capture one more. Is that enough? Are you happy now? Ah, finally. Make me capture any more, I bang my head against the wall. On camera. Alright, so now what we do is when we have so many Pokemon, we just like send to Professor. We can send a bunch at one time. Yeah, I want to send the one-of-a-kind Alolan Rattata. Perfectly great idea. Actually, I want to keep a Spearow. I want to keep a Geodude too. For a very specific reason. I don't want to get... I need to save 3 Meowths for something very specific. That's a pretty good amount. Also, the implications on sending these Pokemon to Professor Oak, and then you get candy in return. Let that sink in. And now we have a little fire wizard following us around. What's funny is I can see this actually happening in my head as well as the RP I'm doing. And for the record, in post, I'm going to cut out all that capturing. Actually, come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of that female Nidoran. Because I don't know if all in-game trades are gone. I know that getting Jinx is no easy matter in this game. You can find it, it's just not the easiest thing to find. Yeah, potion hoarders at least have an excuse because in some games potions are kind of expensive. And you don't get enough money to compensate for it. Okay, how illegal is this Pidgeotto? Only a little. We're already hitting levels of affection with this Eevee. Wow, that's crazy. I'm only decent, huh? Excuse me, sir. I feel quite insulted now. And then this trainer specifically here is the one you battle to activate the Mew glitch. Maybe if I play the Gen 1 games, I could show it off. Not sure what I did with that. Oh well. I do actually have physical versions of working physical versions of the Gen 1 and 2 games still lying around here. Yes, I know their internal batteries have run out, but I live near a game store that actually does that.
And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.